Hi there, welcome to another bite-sized encouragement. And today I've got something that I want to read to you from my book, Fashioned for the Days to Come. You can see it there with the arrow and the shield. This is my favorite book of the season. Well, my one. I'm reading other people's books, but the one that I wrote, it's the favorite one of the season. And it's not my last book. It's actually the third book that I wrote. And so I've been speaking a lot. Maybe you've noticed if you've been on the online sessions or followed me on Facebook, I've been speaking a lot about coming out of hiding. And I came across, there's a chapter in this book called The Box is Too Small for You, and how a lot of people get into this mentality of they put themselves in a box because of disillusionment, because of discouragement and delay and other things I've spoken about. Hope deferred makes the heart sick. So they put themselves in a box. And all the time God is saying, the box is too small for you because I put too much inside of you. You've been through too much, you know. You carry my presence, and here you want to live in this place of in a box. And that box is actually a place of confinement or limitation that we put ourselves in. And so here's a scripture that I have. I didn't write it, it's in the Bible. It's Isaiah 49. Where it says, it's verse 2, He has made my mouth like a sharp sword. In the shadow of his hand he has hidden me, and made me a polished shaft. In his quiver he has hidden me. And this is what a shaft, an arrow. Okay, we know we're arrows. A thunderbolt. If you want to be a superhero, you are one. A thunderbolt, the shaft of a spear. And the quiver is an arrow case. But this is what it means. You have hidden me in the shadow of your hand. He's hidden us in the shadow of his hand. To be absent, to keep close, to conceal, to hide, and keep secret. You know what happens is when we feel that we've been hidden away for too long, we fail to understand that God has a purpose. He's keeping us secret. He's hiding us. He's keeping us close to himself, so that when he does release us, like those arrows, that we're going to go with his purpose in his timing and to accomplish what he intends to accomplish through our lives. But this is what I want to read to you. Our purpose and our potential can easily become buried over time under layers of disappointments, often unrealistic expectations and insecurities. It takes someone who sees the best in us, even at our worst, to draw out our hidden treasure. The grace of God is always calling us to see how he sees us. But most times, our fear of stepping outside of the cave we've been hiding in keeps us from hearing that. And so I feel God is, here I say some people spend so much time thinking about what could have been. I want to say that God is encouraging you to step up, step out. Understand that he's been hiding you. You're one of his best kept secrets. You got to see that. You're not a nobody. You're not a nothing. You have value. You have worth. He's been hiding you so that when he releases you, you're going to be that thunderbolt. You're going to be that, that the shaft of a spear. You have something to give, something to do. Now, here's something to remember. When we feel stuck in the middle of our journey, ever felt stuck? I know a lot of people have, myself included. When you just feel like you're in this box, you can't do anything to get out. You're just stuck there. This is something to remember, and it's Isaiah 49 as well, but it's in verse 16. See, I have inscribed you. This is God speaking to you today. See, I have inscribed you on the palms of my hands. God is your name written on the palm of his hands. He hasn't forgotten you. He hasn't forgotten the promises he's given to you. He's been preparing you and getting you ready to release you, to get out of that box, to come out of that place of confinement. The enemy would love you to stay in that place of confinement, but God says, no, I've got your name on the palm of my hand. Every time I open my hands to release blessing, I see you. Every time I open my hands to release purpose, to release more revelation, I see your name. So God has your name written on the palm of his hand. So instead of seeing yourself as stuck in a box that you're never going to get out of, see yourself hidden in the shadow of his hand today. And he's going to release you with power. Be encouraged with that.